Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning and we are ready for you to do some teen yoga. So hopefully you can join us on the live. If you can't, then you can always catch up on YouTube or the live Facebook videos as well. So we are going to be looking at Earth Day today. So it was Earth Day yesterday on Wednesday, celebrating everything about our Earth. So we're going to be looking at lots of grounding postures, lots of postures to help us to feel stable and safe and grounded, okay? And also to allow us to connect to nature. So we're looking at Earth Day. We're going to be doing some grounding asanas, some postures. We're going to be doing some breathing techniques to help us to really feel grounded and safe, okay? So thank you for joining. We're going to start, well, let's start, shall we? Yeah? Okay. All right, so coming down onto your mat. And to start with, we'll just check in with a little bit of mindfulness. So I'm going to hold the bowl here, okay? If you could sit on your mat with your legs crossed, try and make your spine straight and tall. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you, Laura. And try and make your spine straight and tall. That's it. Close your eyes. And then not close your eyes, keep your eyes open. When you hear the noise of the bowl, close your eyes. And then when you can't hear the sound anymore, then you can open your eyes again just to check in, okay? So listening. Okay. Well done. So, now that you've had that moment of check-in, if you want to let us know how you're feeling today. So if you're feeling low, lethargic, tired, or maybe you're feeling energized, happy, hopeful this morning, or maybe you're dealing with even more difficult emotions. I know there's lots going on. Obviously, we're in a pandemic. There's lots of fear. There's lots of worry. It's affecting us, our families, our friends on all levels. So it is really important now you have this time at home to give yourself that time for a bit of self-reflection to enable you to recognize and feel those feelings. Morning, Kathy. Morning, Christine. So if you did want to just share those feelings and how you're feeling this morning, then please share them. And then I can work through some of those emotions using the different asanas and breathing techniques. Okay. All right. So in all that, we're going to be celebrating Earth Day. So coming onto your mat. And we're just going to check in with our breathing. And when we do this, we're going to come into thumb. Okay. All right. And then making your spine straight and tall, closing your eyes. And taking a deep breath in and out. And then as you have your eyes closed, feel your sit bones rooted down into the mat. Feel your pelvis and your hips heavy. Feel them rooted down into the mat. And then feel the rise of the crown of the head up towards the sky. Feel a lengthening of the crown of the head towards the sky. Feeling a space between each of the vertebrae of your back.
Connected to Sandy's and Finley.
Sorry, apologies there. I'm just trying to get some music on, but it's not playing. And then we're going to just place our hands to our heart and feel that connection of our heart with the earth. All things to do with nature. Just feeling grateful and thankful now for the earth that we have. The birds around us, the flowers, the trees, the seas, the rivers, the lakes, the sky, the clouds, the sun. All of this that makes up our wonderful earth, such a delicate creation. And just really feeling that gratitude. The sun is shining this morning. Nature is all around us in abundance. And feeling that nourishment that the earth has to offer us. Everywhere around us, nature surrounds us with opportunities to heal. Plants probably have medicine that we haven't even discovered yet. Everything that we have in our world allows us to have our needs met. Feeling that gratitude in your heart for our earth, for all the animals around us that we learn so much from. And now open your eyes. And we're going to come into, hopefully, I might have some music, we're going to come into some sun salutations. Okay? It's not playing.
Battery 20%. Connected to
Try
Finley.
again. It's not connecting and I don't know why. Ah, there we go. Okay. So come to the front of your mat. And then just spread your toes. I'm going to lift the toes as we breathe in. And then breathe out, place your toes down. Breathing in, lift your toes. Breathing out and place them down. Breathing in, lift your toes. And breathing out and down. Now breathe in, lift your heels. Bring your arms up over your head. Reach through your sides. Breathing out, lower your heels down. Slowly. Breathe in, lift your heels, lift your arms. Breathing out and slowly lower your heels down. One more time. Breathing in, lift your heels. Bring your arms still over your head. Keep them high as you bring your heels down. And then we're going to breathe out and fold all the way forwards, touching the toes. Step now the left leg back, bring the left knee down. Breathe in, bring your arms up. Take a deep breath in, fill the lungs. Breathing out now, hands either side of the right foot. Left knee lifts, right foot to left. Nice and long in your Plankasana. Breathing out, knees down, elbows brushing against your ribs, floating your body down, untuck your toes. Shoulders roll away from your ears as you open your chest and throat. And then exhale as you lift your tailbone, look to your feet. Allow the release of the back of the neck. Keep drawing your heels down as you lift your tailbone even higher. Step now your left foot all the way to the front of your mat. Bring your right knee down and inhale. Bring the arms up. Open the chest here. Soften the shoulders. Breathing out, hands either side of your left foot. Lift your right knee. Step your right foot to meet your left and fold here. Allow your head to soften down. And then inhale all the way up. Deep breath in. Hand to heart. Breathe in here. That life, that vitality, that energy. And breathe out, place your hands down. Breathing in now, fresh supply of air as you breathe out and fold. Step your right foot back, right knee down as you breathe in and lift. And then breathe out, hands down either side of the left foot. Lift the right knee, left foot to the right. Straight and long in your plank. Holding it here. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. And now breathe out, knees down. Elbows back. Slowly exhale all the way down, floating. Untuck your toes, shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale. Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the right foot to the front of the mat, left knee down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands either side of that right foot. Step the left foot to meet the right and breathe out. Here we're going to come into waterfall pose. So keeping the toes together and the heels apart, bend the knees slightly and then hold the elbows. And now allow the shoulders to come up towards your ears. Allow that whole heaviness to the torso. Allow your torso to gently flow over your thighs. Feel the release of the back of the neck. You might want to just give your head a little shake. Yes and no, releasing any tension. And in waterfall pose, I'd like you to become aware of the soles of your feet. Feel the grounding in all four corners of the soles of the feet deep into the earth. And at the same time, I'd like you to become aware of gravity. The effects of gravity, gently extending the spine, helping your whole torso to feel heavy and relaxed. Allowing your back to release tension. Allowing your neck to release tension. Feel all your face relax. Deep, long breaths through the nose, inhaling and exhaling. And imagine now that all of your worries and your concerns are pouring out through the crown of your head. You don't need them anymore. Release what is not serving you. Now inhale into a halfway lift. So create a number 7 with the spine long and straight through the crown of the head. Bend the knees again and fold. Breathing in, linking movement and breath. Breathing out and fold. Breathing in once again, lengthening. Breathing out and fold. From here, bend the knees, nice long straight spine as you come all the way up. Breathing out, hands now come to your spine. So we're going to come into Tadasana pose. Bringing your feet wide, about hip distance apart. And just spread your toes. Now, lift and define your legs. So activate the muscles in your legs. Push through the soles of the feet deep into the earth. Feel them heavy. Tuck your tailbone under. Draw your navel in here. Go here, so you can see if you need to. Feeling that lift through the crown of the head, the shoulders are soft away from the ears, and you're reaching your fingertips down towards the earth. Draw your ribs in and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to the soles of the feet and imagine that the soles of your feet are porous. They are soaking up all of the energy, all of the positive electrons from the Earth's surface, created from the Earth's magnetism. Feeling the effects of gravity helping your feet to feel heavy, but at the same time feeling a lift through the crown of the head, so the whole upper body is light. Feeling strength and lightness in equal measures. The whole body is balanced. The whole body is still. The whole body is grounded. And feeling all of the energy coming up through the soles of the feet, feeling that nourishment that the earth provides us. The earth provides us with oxygen to breathe, with water we drink, with the food and nutrients our body needs to survive. Celebrate this now. And then slowly open your eyes. So thinking about our earth. Our earth helps us to feel grounded. So there was a couple of things there that we looked into and explored. We explored gravity and how we can use gravity in an inversion where the head is lower than the heart, which has lots of effects on on your circulation, on your lymphatic system, on the spine. So there's loads of benefits there to inversions. But also we were really exploring how gravity can help the body. Now there's lots of other ways that gravity helps the body. So gravity also helps our body because it helps our bone density and our muscle mass as well. When astronauts go up into space, they lose 1% of their bone mass for every 1 month that they're in space. There's lots of postures that can help strengthen our bones and increase that and keep that density to the bones. So we're going to explore one of those now, coming onto our hands and our toes and making your body long. So coming into Plankasana, we want to make sure that the hips are in line with the shoulders and the heels. So try not to lift the hips or drop them. Try and keep them in a straight line. So you want to tuck your tailbone under, draw your navel in, your belly button in, and just hold it here. Keep lengthening the back of the neck. So looking down, try not to look up because it causes tension in the back of the neck there. Take long breaths in and out. And then we're going to see if we can come onto the outside of our left foot. And then bring your right foot in front of you to help your balance. And then lift your right arm up to the sky. So this is side plank here. We can keep squeezing the inside of this left hip here and then drawing that left hip up too. If you feel really balanced today, why not have a go at seeing if you can bring that right foot on top of the left. It's a really strong posture, and if you wobble, then just put the right foot back down again. So doing what feels better for you today. And if you're really enjoying this posture and you're nice and balanced, you might even like to see if you can lift the right leg. And then slowly come down. Bring that right hand down. And we're going to do the other side. So come onto the outside of the right foot. Bring the left foot in front of you and lift the left arm up here. I forgot to say, if there is any wrist issues and this is too hard on the base of your wrist, then you can make a fist too. That's an option. Okay. And then from here, if you have your balance, you might like to bring your left foot on top of your right. I find it a bit harder with my fist, so I'm going to put my hand down. And then if you want to, you can even lift that left foot. And then slowly bring it down and come back to plank. Now, because that's quite intense, we're going to bring the knees down. We're going to come into child's pose. So just drawing your hips back down to your heels, bring your forehead to the floor and reach your arms over your head. So this posture here is a really lovely one for connecting to the earth. It's really grounding, it feels really safe. And just if you've had a day where you feel a bit overwhelmed, everything gets a bit too much, maybe you have a bit of a headache, a tension headache, Balasana is a really good posture to do to feel grounded. So what I'd like you to do in your Balasana posture, or child's pose, is I'd like you to just gently roll your forehead all the way to the left, and then back to the middle, and then roll your forehead over to the right. Doesn't need a big movement, just gently rolling from the left side of your forehead to the right forehead. And this is really, really nice one to do for headaches and sinuses. Just massaging the forehead. And you really feel the lovely effects of gravity here again, helping the head to feel heavy. And you might even like to just loosen the shoulders a bit more and just begin to lift the hips and roll to the top of the head really gently. You don't need to put very much weight on it. You can put as little or as much as feels good for you. And then slowly bring the hips down and come back onto the forehead. So lifting the hips, rolling to the tip of your head, and then rolling slowly back. Release your hips down to your heels, your forehead to the floor. Breathing in, lifting, and breathing out, rolling it back down. And then one more time, breathing in, because it's good. Lifting, come to the crown of your head, and breathing out, coming down. And then from here in our Balasana, we can also roll all the way, not roll, we can stretch all the way over to the right side and stretch through the left side body. Forehead again to the floor, and breathe into the left side ribs here. And then come back to the center, and then breathe into the right side ribs. So you're stretching the whole right side as you move your hands over to the left. And then slowly come all the way back down. And then from here, we're going to come in to our cow belly posture. Okay. So to connect a little bit with the earth, we're going to do what we call an earth salutation. Okay. So we're going to start in Balasana like we just have done for our earth salutation. And we're going to link the movement and the breath together. So the toes are together, the knees are very slightly apart. Sometimes it's nicer to have the knees a bit more apart. It's more comfortable, okay? So just do what feels good for you today. Bring your arms over your head, bring your forehead to the floor, and we're going to breathe out here. When we breathe in, we're going to come up to kneeling and lift the arms, maybe even coming into a slight back bend. And then breathe out, slowly fold forwards into Balasana, hips to heels, forehead to floor. Breathing in, coming up, opening, shoulders soften. And then breathing out, slowly folding forward again. Breathing in, coming all the way up. And breathing out, slowly folding forwards. Now we're going to come into a slightly different sequence, and we're going to link the two. So we're going to inhale now, lift the hips onto all fours, and then lift through the crown of the head and the tailbone into cow belly. Open the throat and the chest. Shoulders roll away from the ears and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep a nice long back body as well as front. And then tuck your toes under for your exhale. You're going to lift your tailbone, look towards your feet into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Roll over your toes, bring your knees down, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone into cow belly, open the chest and throat. And then untuck the toes, breathe out back, hips back to heels, forehead to floor, Balasana. So we'll repeat that bit again. We're going to inhale into cow belly, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone, open the front body. And then exhale, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhaling, coming forwards, bringing the knees down, lifting the crown of the head and the tailbone. And exhaling into Balasana, hips to heels, forehead to floor. Now we're going to link the two together. So inhaling, coming up to kneeling, lifting the arms, reaching up, maybe a back bend, opening the front body, and then breathing out. Balasana, hips to heels, forehead to floor. Inhaling, rolling the spine up, and then inhale, keep that tailbone and crown of the head lifted, open the chest and throat. Tuck the toes under, exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling into cow belly, drop the knees, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone. Exhaling into Balasana. Inhaling, coming all the way up and open. Exhaling back down to the earth. Spread the palms, feel the palms of the hands underneath on the mat. Inhaling, rounding spine up into cow belly. And then exhaling, tucking the toes under, lifting the tailbone downward facing dog. Rolling over the toes, inhaling into cow belly. Untucking the toes, exhaling into Balasana. One more time, inhaling, coming up, opening the front body. Exhaling, coming down into Balasana. Spread those palms, feel the connection with the earth. Inhaling into cow belly, lift the tailbone and crown of the head. Open the throat. And then exhaling, downward facing dog. Rolling over the toes, knees down, inhaling into cow belly. Exhaling into Balasana. Staying here for a moment now, allow the arms and shoulders to soften. Maybe even bring the hands by the feet and allow the shoulders to melt down over your thighs. Feeling the whole weight of your back body over your thighs. The breath is long, the mind is calm, the body is safe. Okay, so really practicing the earth salutation. So salutation is just another word for honouring, for feeling gratitude, sort of another word for salute. So you're really kind of just expressing your gratitude for the earth. So we do the sun salutations every morning to thank the sun for waking up in the morning. Well, the earth salutation is just giving that thanks to the earth. But also, I think it's nice one to do if you really feel quite tired, you maybe have a headache, and sun salutations might be a bit much for you today. The earth salutations are a little bit more accessible, they're softer. Okay, so in yoga we connect with the earth, and the earth element, so we have the different elements, earth, air, water, fire, and the earth element is connected to the root chakra. The root chakra is down here, the base of the spine, and it's called Muladhara. It's all about having our basic needs met. It's about feeling grounded and stable and safe and having a strong foundation. So if we get that bit right, a little bit like hierarchy of needs really, we need to have our basic needs met. We need to have water, we need to have good nutritional food, we need to have enough sleep, we need to connect with nature. All of those things are actually basic needs. And we need to have that in balance. If we're too much in our root chakra, Muladhara, then we can feel really lethargic and unmotivated and heavy. So we need to bring in the other elements like fire and water and air to feel that balance. But if we don't have enough of that earth element, the root chakra, then we can feel quite insecure, maybe a little bit not trusting of people, and also maybe quite anxious. Okay, so it's really good to connect with the earth, and doing those earth salutations are really beneficial. So we're going to explore some more postures that help us to feel grounded. So one of those is downward down facing dog, the warriors. Oh, we don't want that one, sorry. That's not going to be very good. There we go. So we're going to come to the back of our mat and we're going to step the left foot all the way forwards, okay? And we're going to bring that left heel down. We're coming to warrior 2 first, actually. So bend that left knee and we're going to open the hips up to the long side of the mat. We're going to bring our arms out. Try and straighten our arms so they're in line with our shoulders, but keep our shoulders soft here. So warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, is strong legs and soft body and shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under, draw your belly button in here. And warriors are all about being strong, having that strength within to follow the path that is true to you. So whatever you have to give to this earth, when you are in line with that, your life will flow, okay? So I like to say the mantras to keep my inner light strong here. Just simply, I am strong. I am strong. And just repeating, I am strong in your head more than 3 times for it to have that effect. So I am strong. You're looking over your middle finger, really feeling it and believing it in whatever you do. I am strong. Not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually strong. In every dimension of your being, you are strong. We can get through this. We are strong. I am strong. Now from here, straighten that left leg. Turn the left toes in. Turn the right toes out. Bend into that right knee now. Tuck your tailbone under, draw your navel in and bring your arms back out again. Now this time, I'd like you to feel the connection of the soles of the feet down into the earth. So really feel strong in the soles of the feet. Really feel strong in all of the legs coming up. And feel almost the energy of the earth coming in and up through the body. So feeling that strength and connection in and up, okay? So pressing the earth away with the soles of the feet. Just holding here, looking over the middle finger, softening the shoulders. Feeling that strength within. Strength doesn't always have to be noticeable. Strength can be really subtle. Strength that comes within doesn't shout loud, okay? It's a really calm inner knowing. And that's what you want to achieve, to feel that flow in life. Now from here, we're going to keep the right leg straight, turn the right toes in, and then we're going to come into a forward fold. So bring the thumbs to the hip creases and begin to fold down. So just come halfway first of all, lengthen a bit through the crown of the head, push the thumbs into the hip creases, and then come down even more. You want your toes to come in slightly and your heels to come out. So your toes to come in slightly, and your heels to come out. Very slightly pigeon-toed. And then bring your hands down. See if you can touch the floor. And you want to be able to feel that connection of the earth, either on your fingertips if you're up here a bit, or maybe even you might be able to spread the palms of your hands down and feel that connection of the earth. Push your hands away from the ground and lengthen through the crown of the head. Feel the grounding through the soles of the feet and the fingertips or the palms of the hands. Now slowly inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale here. And then inhale and come all the way up. Okay. So we're going to come into Thunderbolt pose. So kneeling And bringing your feet so that they are either side of your body and your sit bones are in between your feet. You're resting gently on the tops of your feet and your toes are pointing to the back of your mat. Your knees are together. And then you're going to bring your hands behind you. You can either stay here, maybe pressing into your palms and coming into a back bend. You can either look forwards or you can look up. So you can stay here, or you can begin to bring the hands towards the feet and come down onto your elbows. If you come down, try not to lift the knees. So only coming down to how comfortable you feel. So either here, or you can come all the way down to the mat. Now just, if you are all the way down, or even if you're on your elbows, this is very intense for some people, and it depends on how stretchy your thighs are really. And it really doesn't matter if you're all the way down or you are on your elbows, okay? But what I'd like you to do is notice which areas of your body are touching the mat. So feeling the heaviness of your body, noticing which areas are touching the mat. If you are all the way down, then make sure your tailbone's tucked under and you're bringing that pubic bone up towards the navel to protect the lower back. Bring your arms down by your body. And then breathe all the way into your belly and your ribs. Feel heavy at the back of the head and the shoulders. Feeling that connection of the front of the feet and the shins and the sit bones. Now, bring your hands to the soles of your feet. Bring your elbows behind you. Push into your elbows and safely come up. Bring your hands behind you. Come all the way up now. And then we're going to come to all fours. We're going to come into a downward dog just to do a counter stretch for that. So tuck the toes under, lift the tailbone. Look towards your feet. Maybe give your feet a little shake, one side and then the other. And then roll over your toes, bringing your knees down again. Okay, so there's lots of things that we can do to feel connected with our earth. Obviously, getting outside, spending time in nature is really good. Another thing we can do is barefoot walking. So get your socks and shoes off as much as you can. There is positive electrons in the Earth's surface, which is quite a lot of research showing the benefits of walking bare feet. So, you know, if you're at the beach and it's safe, take your socks and shoes off, get your feet on the sand, on the pebbles, in the sea. If you find some nice soft grass, get your socks and shoes off and place the feet on the grass, and then just do some really mindful walking, really slow walking. So we always walk around a lot, well, lots of us walk around really quickly. We don't notice anything around us. We're, focused on the meeting we've got to get to, the lesson we've got to get to. We're focusing on the homework we've got to do that evening. We're focusing on something we've got to do at the weekend. So mindful walking, we go slow, really slowly, and we notice everything around us. We notice the birds, the trees, the sounds. So again, tapping into the senses. What things can you see around you? What things can you smell around you? What things can you hear? What can you taste in your mouth? What can you have done smell, haven't I? Anyway, all the senses. What can you feel? That's it. All right, so that's mindful walking. And just really feeling into the soles of the feet. So which parts of the feet are touching the earth. So starting gently with the heel and then the outside of the foot, moving from the little toe to the big toe. Okay, so maybe have a practice of that outside. Gardening is a really good thing for getting outside. Spending time planting, creating growth outside, watering the garden. And then also eating root vegetables, really healing on the digestive system. So maybe like stews with carrots and sweet potato, all that sort of thing, okay? So just gonna end with a flower breath. So bringing the palms together, keeping the thumbs and the little fingers and spreading the middle fingers out. So this is Lotus Mudra, okay, or Padme Mudra. And we're going to place it here, place your hands to your heart, and then breathe in, spread and open your flower, and then you're going to breathe out and bring your flower to a close. So breathing in, imagining your favorite flower, either a marigold, violet, lavender, rose. Breathing out, maybe a lily, maybe a petunia, hyacinth, rhododendrons, whatever they are, whatever your favorite flower is, honeysuckle. Breathing it in now, opening your flower and imagining the scent of that flower as you breathe out and bring your flower back together again. Breathing in, smelling its sweet fragrance. How does that make you feel in your body? Breathing out now, softening. And one more breath in, breathing in, feeling its sweet scent, relaxing your body. And breathing out, bringing your hands back together again. Now slowly come down to your mat for your relaxation. So getting a blanket if you want one, an eye pillow, lying down on your back and making your body really comfortable. Feeling the entire backside of your body, feeling heavy on the mat, your back body touching the mat, noticing the areas of your body that are touching the mat. The backs of the heels, the calves, the thighs and the buttocks, the shoulders, shoulder blades, the arms and the knuckles as the palms face towards the sky. The back of the head, feeling the whole back body lying on the mat. The whole of the back body sinking deeper into the mat. And imagining that you are lying on some warm sand. Your body is making a deeper and deeper imprint into the sand. And now imagine from your hips, from your pelvis, there is a ball of energy, and attached to your hips, and this ball of energy is an anchor. From this, your ball of energy, this anchor, is moving through your mat, moving through the floor that you're lying on, through the cement and the foundations of the building you are in, through the soil and the rubble, the pebbles, the sand, the grit, and all the layers of rock, until this anchor is floating gently above the Earth's core, the magnet, fiery ball of the Earth's core, that deep red energy center. You feel grounded and safe. You feel like all of your needs are met. You feel nourished. You feel stable and secure. You have faith and trust in nature and the greater good. And then slowly your anchor begins to travel up through the layers of the earth, through the layers of rock, the grit, the pebbles, the sand, the cement, and the foundations that you're lying on, through the floor and the mats that you're lying on, back to your body, feeling rooted, grounded. Now begin to feel your body becoming light, feeling the energy now in the body as you breathe in and out, feeling all of the cells filling with the oxygen from the earth, the energy from the earth. Your whole body is feeling light, feeling alive, feeling energized and revitalized and nourished. Allowing yourself this stillness to replenish. Inviting movement and breath back into the body. Stretching your body long and thin. Bring your arms over your head. Maybe stretching through your left fingers and your left heel or toes, stretching the whole left side body. Then stretching through the right fingers and toes, stretching through the whole right side body. Then bringing your knees into your chest and gently rolling onto your right side, resting your head on your hands, keeping the eyes closed, keeping the mind settled. Slowly coming to a seated position. Coming up, bringing the head, keeping the head heavy and the neck soft. Put your hands together and shine the right way. Let your worries vacate and your problems fade away. Like fog dissipates into the sun's rays. Let the fear disappear till it is all faded away. Now put your hands together and say Namaste. or thank you. The light inside me honours and respects the light inside you. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope that you all enjoyed that very grounding and earth sequence there. Thank you very much, everybody.